Hurry up so that we can start the class. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you today?
I'm fine. How about you?
Okay, I'm fine too. Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Nafida, and you can call me Nafida or Rikha. And before we start the class, please reciting Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, now we will study about recount text. Do you know recount text?
No, ma'am.
Okay, recount text is about speaking or writing. It's about past events. Past events is verb to. Okay. And then we talk about the generic structure of recount text. Number one is orientation. Recount text. Okay. The generic structure. Generic structure. Number one is
Orientation.
okay, orientation. Orientation, the first paragraph that gives background information about who, what, where, and when. Okay? That gives background, tell about who, what, where, and when. Number two is series of events. Okay. This part tells about events. Tells about events. And the last is reorientation. This part is in the last, okay? Tells about impression, suggestion, and feeling. Okay. And next we talk about language features. Number one is use past tense to retell the events. Number two is use words that shows the order of events, such as first, next, then, etc. And last, use descriptive words to give details about who, what, when, where, and how. Okay, this is the example of recount text. Hikmah, please read the text.
One day, I had to teach a new English class. I read the list of new students' names. It was kids group since they were about 9 and 10 years old. That was the first day of the Spanish Carnival. So I want to wear to the most appropriate suit for the children's class. Most kids usually dress up carnival. I thought it would be more interesting if their teachers would also in carnival spirit. That's why That was why I decided to wear my teddy bear suit and bring cuddly toys in my box. And that was what I did. I walked through the door happily. The director watched me completely astonished as I smiled and looked straight at her. With a man beside her, he said, "Good afternoon. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Mendes. You're the director of De La Company. He is one of the participants of the English course that you will teach today." Oh my God, I nearly died. The secretary apologized to me for the wrong details of my new class.
Okay, thank you. Good job. Okay, this is the example of recount text. And this is the generic structure. There are three generic structure of recount text. Number one is orientation. Orientation tells about who, what, where, and when. Okay, this is orientation. Look at it in the first paragraph. And then number two is series of events. Series of events tells about events like this. Look at it in the second paragraph. And the next is reorientation. Reorientation tells about impression, suggestion, and feeling like this. Okay? Look at it in the last of paragraph. Do you get it?
Yes, Mom.
Okay. This is the key vocabulary of recount text. Number one, head to a new English class, kiddies group, Spanish carnival, appropriate, suit, carnival spirit, teddy bear suit, decided, worked, watch, astonished, died, apologies, and the last is wrong details. This is verb 2. Okay. For special attention, using simple past tense. The example, I had to teach a new English class. I read a list of students' names. It was kiddies group since they were about 9 and 10 years old. That was the first day of Spanish carnival. I wanted to wear. I decided to wear. I walked through the door happily. Had to teach. This is past tense. That was the first day. This is past tense. Wanted, past tense. Decided, past tense. Walk it, past tense too. Okay, let's practice. The latest fashion. One day I had to teach a new English class. I read the list of new students' names. It was kiddies group since they were about 9 and 10 years old. It was the first day of the Spanish carnival. So, I wanted to wear the most appropriate suit for the children's class. Most kids usually dress up at carnival. I thought it would be more interesting if the teacher was also in carnival spirit. That was why I decided to wear my teddy bear suit and bring cuddly toys in my box. And that was what I did. I walked through the door happily. The director watched me completely astonished. I smiled and looked straight at her. With a man beside her, he said, "Good afternoon. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Mendes, the director of Delta Company. He is one of the participants of the English course that you will teach today." Oh my God! I nearly did. The secretary apologized to me for the wrong details of my new class. This is for example. And you have answered the question. You have 10 minutes about this. You can start now. Number one is, what is the text about? this to the writer because Number 3. The director watched me completely astonished. The underlined word nearly means astonished. Number 4. I smiled and looked straight at her. The underlined word refers to okay? And last, how did the writer feel about this experience? She felt have done, students?
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Number 1, what is the text about?
A, ma'am.
Good job! The question is the writer's embracing experience of her first day English class. Okay. Number 2, the secretary apologized to the writer because
D.
she has given the wrong details
of the new class.
Very good! Good. Number 3. The director watched me completely astonished. The underlined word nearly means
Very surprised.
very good. Number 4. I smiled and looked straight at her. The underlined word refers to
The director of the company.
good job! And the last, how did the writer feel about this experience? She felt
Embrace.
Ooh, nice! Okay, because of you are very good, I have snack to you. This is for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yay! Okay, I have homework to you. You must you make the example of the context. And thank you for today. And see you.
See you, ma'am.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.